For the first time this season, he'll lead off. Justin Turner moves to the 2-hole against the lefty Freeland, and got off to a bit of a late start. And fair ball headed to the corner. Around first and on his way to second. Mookie Betts starts tonight the same exact way he did last night. That's fourth most in the National League. The other way, and Blackman makes the catch. Mookie will hang on at second. And to the center field, Mookie Betts with a big jump. He's coming home. The throw by Hampson will be cut off, and it's 1-0 Dodger. That one jumps out of the glove of the catcher, Dom Nunez, and down to second base. Pops this going to stay fair, apparently. And it's caught by first base side. Cron picks it up. The Rockies lineup looks like. And then a short time later, we find Hampson. On the ground, one hop Taylor. Slings it on the first for the out.
It's a fast start. And it wasn't
tied. Chopper. Buehler goes after it, and that'll be a base hit. And he gets Story swinging. The line, and Hilliard in foul ground makes the catch. It's for a while. Through the back door on the outside edge. Walk. McMahon gets the free good time. Pollock back, and it's over his head. McMahon is rumbling into third base. Bases are loaded. Fires home the 0-1. Pollock. He'll make the catch. McMahon tagging. Here comes the throw. Not in time, and it's a tie ball game. And Hampson not on strikes, and Barnes will have to toss it down there to complete the strikeout. But one run comes in, one. Betts hits the ball to right field, and well struck. That ball's gone. A home run. Mookie Betts makes it 2-1. Mookie goes yard for the 14th time this season. 2. In the air to right, and Blackman waiting for it for the out. And Justin's 0 for 2. The NHL playoffs. Just let him do his thing. Stay away from him at this point.
Download the MLB.
Rogers goes to right field. Betts cuts it off. Haven't seen him do all year. That's have shallow fly ball corralled by Pollock. One out. We'll come back here. We've had one play. The 1-0. And that's going to get a run in. Ball game will be tied on a 2-out hit for Ryan McMahon. He pulls into second with a double. 2-2 ball game. Pops up, and he's got it. And Cron does it again. A one-pitch out, but McMahon stole one from him right there. Leaping grab. Chris Taylor hit the ball to left to center, and Hampson's there. 2 away. Down to second, and Rogers will throw him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the second time. On ball right side, Taylor's got it. In the shift, Chris Taylor comes up with it and throws out Hilliard, 1 away. Catch. Strike 3 call. Fastball knee high, and Buehler strikes out his 4th, second of the inning. And he aligns this pitch into center field. That's going to hang up for Hampson. 1 pitch and 1 out in the Dodger center. And Hampson records out number 2. Strike 3 call. That is different. 1 down.
I think one of the main things that you notice is you need to get the ball on the correct trajectory level.
George charging Taylor. And Pujols able to hang on to the bag with his right foot. Okay.
He's such a gentleman.
Comebacker on the first pitch by Blackman. That's the quick inning that Walker Buehler needed. Line is second straight 3-hit game. Mookie around first. He's into second with his second double. JT hits the ball right at Rogers. And Max goes the other way to left. Mookie's going to come home. Here comes the throw from Hilliard. Not there. And Betts scores. Right center. And Blackman drops in for a hit. There's the 1-2. Ooh. Got him looking. And a ground ball to second base. Rogers will throw him out. Dodgers do get one. Coming. Foul ground, Pujols under it. He's got it for the out. So right-hander Michael Givens warming up as Buehler ends up with a strikeout. Got him. Strikeout number 6. 26 strikeouts in 24 2/3 innings pitched. To Pollock. And he hammers one to left. It is back and it is gone. A home run. A.J. Pollock on the first pitch he sees from Michael Givens. Home run number 13 for Pollock, and the Dodgers lead 4-2. And the 2-2 to Barnes. A late break for Hilliard, but he'll get there. And that's the first out of the 7th inning.
I didn't hit any home runs my whole career. Never swung for him.
The third time that Buehler's gone down on strike. Fairly deep, and this one's not going to be caught. And into second base is Betts, and he's hobbling. And Justin chases a high pitch and strikes out. Turner 0 for 4. Are the defensive changes now that Mookie Betts is out. And that one's whistled right by Hilliard due to what media outlets are reporting as a shooting outside the stadium on the third base side of Nationals Park. On the ground, and a nice diving stop by Pujols. Feed to Buehler. First 2 innings pitched almost even, 28-20 games since. He's had an ERA of 6.75. And Muncy clobbers one deep to right field. This ball's gone. Maxwell swinging the silver hammer in Colorado. His 20th home run of the season, and that makes it 5-2. Strikes out last on the 11th against Arizona, winning it postgame as much as from Dave Roberts. There's a ground ball to Muncy, and Hampson is out. One gone in the 8th. 0-2. Got him looking, same way. And Chris Taylor wants it. He's got it, and it's a 1-2-3-8. Will take over. AJ, first ball swinging again, greets the new reliever wide. There goes Pollock, and there goes Beatty down to first on ball after the game. He wasn't complaining though. And he can't get it. It's off the top of the wall. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in as Beatty scores. Either tested positive or had to be in COVID protocol. And Max hammers one to deep right center field. Way back and gone. Second home run of the game. And the Dodgers with 2 more. It's 9-2.
2 home runs.
And Pujols in the game with Nomar. Nomar was especially
miss.
Right there. And a ground ball right to Beatty. 2 down. He broke his bat. That rolls into fair territory. Nunez, 5 RBIs, 2 home runs.
Max, twice tonight you drove in Mookie Betts. When you both are playing so well at the top of the lineup, do you just know it's going to be a good night for this team?
Yeah, Mookie's a trendsetter, and when he goes, we go. There's no doubt about that. That's just kind of player he has and the impact he has on the game. So, when he gets things started for us, it's kind of easy to follow along and just keep progressing the game.
And you faced a new pitcher in the 8th. On the second pitch, hit a home run. What did you see from that pitch that allowed you to get off that swing?
I was just looking for something up, starting up closer in the zone, and he got a slider right where I wanted it, and I was able to get a good swing to it.
And did it feel almost like deja vu there in the 9th with another new pitcher and another home run for you?
No, it was, like I said, just looking for a good pitch to hit, and I got it and got a good swing off.
And tonight you had a 4-hit game, your second in your career. How are you just feeling offensively, and what does that mean to you when you're putting up those numbers?
I'll be honest, I wasn't really thinking about the game too much tonight. My mind's a little elsewhere right now, so I was just kind of going out there and playing the game, not really worried about anything.
Well, hope everything is all good, and congrats on the win today, Max.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Hey Mookie, first just want to ask you how you're feeling with the hip irritation Dave Roberts said something you've been dealing with for a while here now.
Oh, I'm good. I mean, like I said, I've been dealing with it. I think I just made it a little more mad today than normal. But yeah, I'm fine.
Well, that's good to hear, and you've been playing fantastic. over the last few games. What has allowed for you to be so successful offensively here recently?
I think I just found a little something that I can continue to repeat, and the break did some good for me. I was able to get some more work in, and like I said, just able to find something that I can repeat.
Next question from Juan Toribio. Go ahead.
Hey, what do you kind of feel? Was it rounding first, heading for second?
No. This was like when I scored on Muncie's ball, I kind of felt a little bit, and just kind of got a little worse. I think just being in Colorado, it's kind of tough to your body. It's kind of tough to heal, and it just makes it a little tougher. So, but I mean, I'm all right.
Got it. And then over the break, did that kind of, you mentioned something mechanic. Did it also kind of help you reset mentally?
Yeah, definitely. Going home was huge. I'm just happy I got that break, and hopefully I can continue doing what I'm doing.
Thank you.
Next question from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
And Mookie, when you talked about the All-Star game last week, you said you'd been dealing with a lot of nagging things. Does the hit add up onto that list?
That was a part of the nagging things, but just wasn't trying to make any excuses for anything. And so, like I said, I got some work in. I'm good.
And how did you spend those 4 days? Was it 4 days of rest, or did you do some hitting, or how did you spend those days?
Well, I did some hitting for sure, but after hitting, I didn't. Hitting and Pilates. That was the only things I did.
Thanks.
Last one's from Fabian. Go ahead.
Hey Mookie, I know Dave was sort of talking about even before this recent stretch, like the line drive outs, the fact that a lot of the balls are hitting more on a line was sort of like an indicator of something was close. I mean, how much did you sort of feel like this was close for you?
It's one of those things where I knew there was something that was wrong, but I couldn't really figure it out. And, obviously the ball flight is the biggest sign, and now I'm able to kind of get through some balls now and get it off the ground, and I think definitely I'm heading in the right direction.
Thanks, Luke. Thanks, everybody.
Hey Walker, first congrats on the win. After the Rockies scored their second run, you had 13 consecutive outs. What allowed you to be so effective on that back end of the game?
Yeah, just struggled a little bit early getting ahead in counts and getting in the spots that we wanted to, and cleaned it up a little bit, and I was able to kind of finish it off on a good note, so I'm happy about that.
And you pitched 7 innings, and I know that's a focus for you pitching deep into the games, but is there more pressure to be effective right now with the starting rotation being down a few guys at the moment?
I don't know if pressure is the right word. I mean, there's an expectation for the guys that are in there to save our bullpen and go deep, and that's a focus of mine, so kind of all works together, I guess.
And the offense has been fantastic here recently. Does that just make your job a little bit easier these days?
Yeah, it certainly does. Obviously, those guys are swinging it, and Mookie had a big night, Muntz had a big night, so yeah, good for us.
Thanks, Walker.
Next question's from Bill Shakin. Go ahead.
Hey Walker, in this day and age, a lot of people say pitcher wins do not matter as much. What does it mean to you to be a 10-game winner on this one?
It matters to us. I think that's no secret, and something that we want, and we want to get deep enough into games to put ourselves in that position. So, I'm a little bit behind Julio, but I'm trying to catch up to him.
Next question's from Javier Gonzalez. Go ahead.
Hi, Walker. Good evening. Rockies were the team you had the face the most before tonight. Do you think your previous experience against them helped you tonight?
Yeah, I mean, we play them a lot, so they kind of know me, and we know them. So, a lot of facing them is about how good you can be that night, and felt like we got better as we went on. So, a good night for us.
Hey Dave, we received the update that Mookie Betts came out of the game with the right hip irritation. Do you have any more information on how he's doing and what kind of led to that?
Don't know what led to it. It's kind of been nagging at him all year. I think a lot of the running of the bases, outfield, kind of caught up to him and irritated a little bit. But I'll have him down tomorrow, and he'll be ready for that series on Monday.
And for a player like Mookie, what are the challenges of dealing with these injuries, especially at a time right now when he is playing so well?
I think it's just more maintenance. We've got a good staff in place. Mookie's very self-aware, and we just got to stay on top of it.
In Walker Buehler tonight, he had a great outing. Got 13 consecutive outs to finish his night. What allowed him to be so effective?
He was just getting ahead late. I thought early it was kind of a little hit or miss with the fastball. Then I thought the mix, I thought he and Austin were really in sync after that third inning. I thought from that point on they were very good together, using his entire mix and getting ahead. A lot of weak contact, some strikeouts in there. So really good. And for him to go as deep as he did was very helpful.
Thanks, Dave.
Yep.
Next question's from Fabiana Daya. Go ahead.
Hey Dave, when we talked to you about Mookie about a week ago, you sort of talked about like there's some stuff under the hood with him. Is that right him something that was sort of like you alluded to there, and how much you feel like that's been bothering him over the course of the year?
It's been kind of something that he's had to sort of manage. That's part of it, and he's obviously in great shape, takes really good care of himself. But sometimes in a major league season, there's things that come up, and because you're playing every day, essentially, it's hard to rid yourself of it, and it's something we just got to keep an eye on.
Obviously, there's never a good time for it to like flare up, but like, to have it come in a game where like he's 4 for 4, 4 extra base hits, it seemed like he was really finding his stroke. Does that make it extra frustrating? No.
I think that with the lead, the way he's swinging the bat, to get a day off tomorrow, day game after night game, I think it's it is what it is. But I'm looking forward to making sure he gets back in there on Monday.